Hi Cancer, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's inspired in the current Virgo themed season we're on. And if you would like to know more details about that special offer, just check in the box below where there's some of it. And you can also email me with your questions. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Cancer, there's a feeling of weirdness that might follow some of you during this time. You might feel disconnected or oddly disconnected with things that usually give you a certain amusement. So for some of you, there can be some challenges in finding pleasure, in finding joy, in finding inspiration, contentment in the usual ways. There's something here about previous attachments to activities, to ways of doing things, to styles of doing things that are being that you're being called to reflect upon if they're really serving who you are today. Because maybe you have been you have continued to do certain things while you have changed profoundly, and so right now, some of you Cancers are just asked to revisit those same things: activities, hobbies, relationships, habits, things you might do without really knowing why you're doing it. You just do it, but then it doesn't really give you that much contentment or that much of a high. Those particular things where passion has faded out needs to be looked at, because the purpose here of mid-September is for you to tap into your creative power, is for you to express and explore what brings passion into your life. So when there's a lack of passion, a lack of vision, a lack of direction, a lack of interest, when and where, it can be really, really difficult for some of you to tolerate it during this time. Even if this means that you might need to be more on your own or more in the lonely path here, as there's a possibility there. Maybe this is about some of you leaving a social circle or leaving a club of sorts, something that involves people, perhaps activities, joint activities, and or leaving a project that stopped making sense for you, or a partnership. And it might cost an energy of social life or connection. But there's something here about you're meant to walk on the roads last traveled. So don't be shying away from doing certain things that give you vitality, that give you a boost, that it's much needed, just because you might be it on your own. For some of you Cancers, there's a question here throughout this mid-month between doing or not doing something by yourself. So investing in something fully on your own, taking a lead on a specific situation, or making a choice that needs to be done by you without other people's interference here. I feel like this might also be a time where some of you might be looking to put a backup plan of sorts in action. So it's like if plan A failed, you're going to move to plan B, and if plan B fails, you're going to move to plan C. It seems that some of you have a lot of plans or ideas of what if something fails or doesn't work out, what you're going to do next. So this is very helpful here, because it feels like some of you are not ever without options unless you want to, unless you're not, again, connected with source, connected with your power of creation, which is, by the way, immense, especially during this time. And it's in the moments where you might be by yourself, alone, creating, that beautiful masterpieces might be developed. that beautiful ideas might bloom, that beautiful manifestations might happen. So, withdraw or isolate yourself consciously as a much needed investment into your future happiness. Because if you're being pressured or, manipulated or bullied to leave the shell, this is actually one of those times where you are invited to use your shell. The shell that Cancer energy is known for is to find refuge, find solace, find comfort in your own private world and walls, because right there you're going to be developing something amazing. I also feel that it's better to be alone. The vibe here of it's better to be alone than with bad company. So you might realize that there's a difficult but needed consciousness here, right? Awareness, something you're seeing through the veil, that maybe people you have been dealing with or people around you are not the best, or either they don't have the best interests, your best interests at heart. Either it's, very superficial, egotistical friendships or relationships or connections, or it could also be that some of you are just finding out that people you thought to be a certain way are another, and seeing the truth behind the veil, about people's character might get to you in a way where you need to distance yourself, to reflect, to process that new information, and to know if you want to keep associated with those people or not. If you want to keep being associated with something, you might be uncovering, the real truth. I feel like mid-September for many of you is a very deep month. And it's a month, again, that asks you to explore to the maximum the potentials you have. So there's things about knowing you're good at, things you're good at, skills, having an eye for something, talents. Explore that to the maximum, as I feel like your potential is your opportunity, and your potential is magnified during this time. So things that you already have that are very, very good, again, they're going to reach even a higher level of perfection. There's something here as well about some of you being able to reach almost like the state of perfection upon something, and this feels very much oriented to your work, to your craft. You might be very demanding there about it. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. Thank you so much, and please keep doing that, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.